Hey there, filthy animals, Mr. Dirty, back with another episode of Bullshit here on the GTM Show channel, and welcome back to our week-long of bullshit macaroni and cheese episodes, as we're going through the frozen food department and dairy department and whatnot, and trying out the different brands of macaroni and cheese out there in the world. Today we're going to be checking out the exact same flavor that we saw yesterday, but this time from a different company. This time around it's from Chili's, the restaurant chain. They've got a line of frozen food out in stores, and they just so happen to have macaroni and cheese. This time around, I'm going to be checking out the Chili's Pepper Jack Mac and Cheese. So there's the package you're looking for if you're looking for this in stores. Check that out in the grocery store. All right, this time around, instead of macaroni, we are looking at rotini. Rotini pasta in a pepper jack cheese sauce. And the picture on the front, you can kind of see, just like the last one, where it looks like there's red and green peppers in there. It doesn't mention those. It doesn't say that there's green peppers, red peppers, or jalapenos like the last one did. This one just says pepper jack cheese sauce. On the back they do have like a little write-up. Who really gives a shit about that? Usually a bunch of lies. But what I'm more interested in here is we've got bold taste for everyone with spice levels from zip to high. And once again, we're looking at like a heat meter. And this one's set right in the middle there. So they're saying like medium heat. We'll see if it has any kick at all. Let's crack open this box and take a look at the bowl. See if we can at least take a look at the bowl. The last one we couldn't see anything. So let's take a peek. See if we can see through the window this time. Yeah, just mangled that. Alright, so boom, there you go. That's what you get before it goes into the microwave for like 3 to 4.5 minutes after our little stir in the middle. And it does look like just standard cheese sauce. I mean, it's not orange or anything like that. It's kind of like a yellowish, tannish color. And you can do, you can see that there's chunks of green and red peppers in there. The first part of the instructions have us just peeling this film back a little bit, just enough to vent and steam it out. But yeah, then step 2 has cook on high power for 3 minutes, stir your bold, recover, cook on high power for 1.5 to 2 minutes, and then let it stand for about 1 minute to 2 minutes. Alright, so I'm going to go do all that, and then we're going to come back and see what we got if this looks like this. Hopefully it should taste pretty good if it's anything like the one we saw yesterday. Alright, stick around. Alright guys, we're back. We've got our Chili's Pepper Jack Mac and Cheese out of the microwave, where it's been in there for like 4.5 minutes and 2-part shifts. And we're now allowed to remove this wrapper completely. Before we just had to peel it back, stir, and cook it some more. Now we're taking it off completely. Let's see here. Now I haven't stirred it, so this is what it looks like exactly, like right out of the microwave. There's still some steam coming off of there, and bam, there you go. Doesn't look too shabby. It smells pretty good. Once again though, it does smell kind of like the creamy sauce. It comes in a pouch that comes with like the Velveeta shells or the Kraft stuff in the big deluxe box. That's the scent that the cheese sauce has. We do see large chunks of red and green peppers going on in there. And I'd say just stirring this up now, there's about the same amount, if not more, of green peppers and red peppers in here than we saw with the previous dairy product, the Main Street Bistro. These are definitely bigger chunks of peppers and stuff in here. Higher content, more of them, I would say. But yeah, the cream sauce, it smells exactly the same. And once again, this is coming to us by way of like a rotini noodle, little corkscrews, not on macaroni. Though on the front of the box they call it mac and cheese, not rotini and cheese. Right, besides the green and red pepper condiments, I'm going to call them. They're not seasoning, but outside of that there is no other seasoning or spices going on in here. No pepper, no green flakes of any kind of herbs or anything like that. Alright, this has had a few minutes to cool off. Ready to go in now. Here we go. The Chili's Pepper Jack Mac and Cheese right out of the microwave. Here we go. Alright, on this one, unlike the last one, you don't get the pepper flavor right up front. You get the creamy cheese sauce, almost flavorless. It's more of like a texture and a cream flavor than any kind of a cheese flavor. And then you get the peppery flavor. Tastes like jalapenos. I wouldn't expect any different from something calling itself Pepper Jack. That lingers. It creeps in slowly and it builds. And then that's the whole aftertaste, is like jalapeno pepper. It's got like a fresh gardeny kind of flavor going on the back end there. They go in for another bite because I have like 0 heat in my mouth or in my throat right now. And remember, on their little scale on the back of the box, this was like mid-range. They were saying it did have some heat. and I get nothing. So let me go in for like 2 more bites and see if we can get any kind of a build at all, some kind of a spice. Okay, 2-3 more bites, and now I've got like a little bit of a heat in the back of my throat. I wouldn't say that the heat that I got to build off of that wasn't enough to put this like in the middle of this scale. They should take it down maybe to like 1/4 of the flame scale there. It's mostly just a lot of flavor, a lot of pepper flavor in a cream sauce. That's all we've really got going on here. It's more like a Tex-Mex pasta dish, a far cry from any kind of traditional or anything that should be calling itself macaroni and cheese, to be honest with you. And after being in the microwave from a frozen state, these noodles, I would say, are perfectly cooked. Even after the first round, which is like a 3.5 minute spin in there, it seemed like it was done already. Just for their benefit of the doubt, I threw it in there for the other 1.5 minutes. Remember I said 1.5 to 2 minutes. So we did 1.5 minutes, the lesser of the two. And yeah, these are perfect. Maybe after, if we went into like 2 whole minutes, maybe they might have been like a little bit overcooked. Maybe like a mushy state at that point. But yeah, as we did it, it came out, I would say, perfect, like a nice al dente. Now let's run through all this now. So we don't have macaroni, we have rotini, and they called it macaroni and cheese. They said it was bold. That it is. It is bold with flavor, big and bold with flavor, but it's not spicy. And on the back of the box they had this at like a 1/2 of a flame level there, 1/2 a heat level. And here in real life we've got it at like 1/4 of the heat level. So they've missed on a bunch of marks. So would I buy this again? No. Not knowing that the Main Street Bistro one from the dairy department that we saw yesterday is out there in the world somewhere. No way in hell would I buy this again. It's definitely flavorful and the quality of the noodle is on point. But yeah, we've already found out that there's way better stuff than this out there. So I'm going to give this one a solid 3 out of 5. Now I'm not hating on it. It's not bad. It's just that, like I say, we have more knowledge of the products as far as macaroni and cheese out there on the market now. Yeah, this one's not up there in the top 5 for sure. So they delivered half the things that they said on this box. We delivered them half a rating. So don't forget, you can buy Knucklehead shirts and hoodies down in the description. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at TheRealMrDirty. And as always, get out of here. Go have a ride.